Today I am going to talk about mobile photography. This is my phone and here is the camera option. So first I am going to switch on the camera. After switching on the camera, we can find over here options in my mobile. It is Mi Phone, and in options we will search where we can find the manual setting. Over here, manual. For manual setting we have white balance, focus, exposure, ISO, lens wide, and one is telephoto. In my mobile there are two lenses, one is for wide angle, one is for telephoto. It doesn't matter. For selection, first we got to select the ISO. The higher the ISO, there will be more noise, but the sensor will be more sensitive. But we want some low noise photos, so I have selected 100 from before. And exposure is how much time we got to expose the sensor. We got to find out as per the different rules are there. One is Sunny 16 rule is there. You can search in the Google for it. For here I can select 1 by 500, 1 by 1000, 1 by 125, 60, and so on. Here I have minimum of 1 by 15 seconds. So these are the shutter speed or exposure time. Over here we don't have shutter, so we have exposure time in mobile, but in DSLR camera we have shutter speed. And third one is focus. I can select automatic focus, that is full auto, and over here will be a scroll bar in your mobile which we can control, like to focus nearer or far, infinity, 30, 40. It's nice. It's similar to a DSLR camera, although the resolution and some other features won't be there, but still we can satisfy what our requirements. And finally I'm going to talk about the white balance. I prefer the auto one because it's simple and easy. Other than that, we have some other white balances, and again over in my camera I can select it manually as well by color temperature, like 4300 and 3800 and so on. It's up to your requirement, the color temperature. The one is cold, one is warm. In one side it will be bluish and on the other side it will be yellowish. This is about the color temperature. So I prefer the automatic one because it's easier, and let the camera do the sensitive part, because if color temperature is going to be wrong in a JPEG file, it's pretty difficult to correct it. So it's better not to tamper with and keep it in auto mode. So again, options, manual. Now the white balance I have got to change it to automatic, manual, and then the white balance to automatic. Okay, fine. Now next I am going to show you some of the pictures. Now I am going to show you how to take the photos in manual mode within camera. So this is my Redmi phone, A1 phone. Now first I got to enter the camera settings. After it opens, we got to go to the options to get into the manual mode. Now the manual mode is on. Now in manual mode we have options like exposures and other things. Exposures, focus, white balance, etc. Now first is white balance. I have kept it auto. Now you can go for a manual settings as per your requirement. Now you can see as we go down, drop down, the color of the image is changing. This is because of the white balance. You are telling the camera what white balance you require. See, as we go up, it's becoming red, a bit yellow, more yellow. So it's as per your requirement. You got to select the white balance. Now for me, I prefer the auto white balance, so I will keep the white balance to auto, so that the mobile camera, the mobile itself, it will decide what the white balance should be. Now second, we want to understand the focus part. When I switch on the focus, there is a bar which is there. Now the bar we can move along the camera. See, the focus is changing. Along with, there are two red lines is showing me the focus. It's focusing the now the behind the glass. I want all the leaves to be in focus. So what I will do, I will slowly fine tune the focus, so that the glass and the leaves, they come in focus. It's pretty delicate. I think now we have the desired focus. Now comes the exposure time. Exposure, if it is kept auto, the camera will decide your exposure. But let me say, since it is inside my room, so I should take it round about 1 by 125, and then select ISO. ISO can be 100, 200, 400 as per your requirement. Let me take it to be as 400 since I am inside. Then we got to compose the shot. The focus will requires a fine tuning. Okay, now we will take the shot. But the shot is a bit dark since it is room, so the shot is a bit dark. So what we got to do, we got to expose it a bit longer and then take the shot again. Still the exposed image is a bit darker side, in the darker side. So what I got to do, I can either reduce the shutter speed to 1 by 1/15, or I can increase the ISO to around 800 to see if there is any change. I require it to be a bit bright, in brightest side. Otherwise there are softwares with which we can correct. shot is in a bit darker side, but it will teach us one thing: how to control the exposure, shutter speed, and the ISO, how to alter all these three to get the desired result. Now for this, the image is a bit dark, but again I am viewing through my mobile phone, so it will vary. I will get the original result after I put it inside the computer. So this is just an example how to take a shot, and practicing the same method again and again will give you the ideal way to take the shot using your own mobile phone. And one more thing, that even in manual mode we can focus in we can keep the focus as auto. That will help, since it is not a DSLR, it's a bit tricky to focus it. So tapping a point, if it focus the desired thing, like automatic focus part, then that is good for us, because manually focusing it will be very technique sensitive, I should tell, because a bit of fast movement of your finger, or if your screen is not that good, then it might skip the actual focus. Still, you can have a try. It's a bit fun doing this kind of photography in manual mode, especially in mobile phone. Okay, thank you.